What's up, everybody out there? How are you doing? Again, thank you so much. I am so enjoying this. I really am. And well, first of all, thank you, new viewers, returning viewers. Thank you, subscribers. Thank you, everyone, for sharing, for liking, for leaving comments. I really and truly do enjoy this. And just with the comments alone, you guys are giving me some great ideas about this channel. You just don't know it yet. So I'm looking forward to doing all of these wonderful new things over here with the channel. And I couldn't do it without you guys. And I appreciate you all for, well, taking this journey with me. Whew. All right. Well, I really and truly was focusing on the R&B divas, and I still am. I'm not straying away from that at all. However, sometimes I'm in a mood and I want to talk about a male artist, and I kind of stay away from that in a particular story that in a particular part of the story of an R&B diva. You know, I don't talk about a particular guy sometimes, and I'm saying to myself like, oh, that's kind of coming up short because you need to probably want to talk about this. So what I decided to do, and I know I was going to do it eventually, instead of just trying to cover the R&B divas only, I decided, well, I want to cover male artists as well. And I decided, well, you have R&B divas. Do you want to call the male, do you want to call them crooners or just male singers? And I said, it'll be perfect to call them soul men. And that's what I decided to do. I want to talk about the soul man, right? R&B music, soul man. And we're going to do that. I'm going to show you my soul man music collection as well. Hey, this is the Walkman. Okay, I had this when I was a child. I was so excited having this Walkman. And so when I was thinking about something to, put up as a picture, in the last picture I had a radio. So I decided to show the Walkman. This here brings back so many memories. I remember when I got my first Walkman. And of course, I got it for Christmas. My first one came during Christmas. I was like, I want a Walkman. And I remember just, oh my gosh, like walking around with it. Hey, if you guys don't know what the Walkman is, I don't know how to explain it to you other than, hey, it's what we call them now, AirPods, right? It's AirPods. It's, what do you want to call it? See, I'm not an electronic junkie, so I'm not hip on all of the new things. I'll go back to talking about an MP3 and people are probably like, huh? So it's just what it is. It's a Walkman. Well, let's get started with the Soul Man collection. No particular order. I'm still noticing that I have some of my R&B divas around. So I got to kind of move that out the way a little bit. And I forgot some of the R&B divas I forgot I had, right? When I ended the video, I was like, wait a minute. Did I show them this? Did I show them that? Here's Avery Sunshine. Here's some more R&B divas. Avery Sunshine. I remember not showing you guys Avery Sunshine. I might talk about her a little bit. But yeah, I have, like I said, I split them all up into categories, okay? So I have one thing that has only R&B divas, and then I have another one that have the Soul Man. Soul Man, Luther Vandross. Okay, here's one. Of course, this would be the album with Here and Now. This is the best of Luther Vandross, right? And so in 1989, he released the record Here and Now, the song Here and Now, and it was on the best of Luther Vandross. Did pretty well for him. Here and Now. If I'm not mistaken, didn't Dionne Warwick's son write Here and Now? Let me look real quick. David Elliott. David Elliott. Dionne Warwick's son. I thought so. Co-wrote Here and Now. Okay. I need to see, was that his only time writing? Was Here and Now? I don't know anything about him. Well, I told y'all, see, you can't get away from Angela Winbush. It doesn't matter over here, right? All right. Hey, in the Soul Man collection, we're going to also talk about duos, right? Renee and Angela, Streetcar Desire, baby. I'm here to see, I told y'all gonna be an Angela Winbush fan before. I'm gonna tell you this is it. Angela Winbush, the Streetcar Desire, and More, which pretty much this here record is the one that has the extended versions as well. So side A is the regular Streetcar Desire album. And then side B, you have all the remakes. Renee and Angela. Oh my gosh, I drove my family crazy with Renee and Angela. Here's Renee and Angela again with classics. So this here would be like Your Smile, You Don't Have to Cry, No How, No Way, Save Your Love for Number One, that record. This one here would have My First Love, I Love You More, Imaginary Playmates, Wall to Wall, all of that. You know, their first three albums. They have songs on here from their first three albums. Yeah. Of course, you have the Isley Brothers, so we're going to talk about the Isley Brothers. This here is Bedroom Classics. I like this one a lot. This here, I don't want to talk about them much because then I won't have anything to talk about when I do discuss them. But I'm not going to say that. I'm going to save it. Here's some more Isley Brothers. Isley Brothers, Spend the Night. So obviously we're going to talk about the Isley Brothers over here. Belle Biv DeVoe. I got tongue tied. Belle Biv DeVoe. Ronnie Bobby, Ricky, Mike, and Ralph. More Isley Brothers. I told you. You know, I was influenced by Angela Winbush, so I went all the way back and got some Isley Brothers. Joe Johnson, who is Angela Winbush's music director. All right, check this one out. Joe Johnson, The After Party. Oh my gosh, this is great. This is a great CD by Joe Johnson. He's a musician. He's a saxophonist. Alexander O'Neal, You're a Fake, Baby. Alexander O'Neal. So he's another soul man we're going to talk about. The Temptations. Got to talk about them Temps. Ernie Isley of the Isley Brothers. Oh my gosh. I'm not saying anything. Ernie Isley of the Isley Brothers, High Wire. This is the 1990 album off Elektra Records. The reason why I got excited because I just realized how I'm going to talk about him. Oh my gosh, I just realized it. Yes. The best looking male group, period, is what it is. These guys got it together. I like them. New Edition. New Edition. That's right. This is their last album, right? On Bad Boy. One Love. Oh my gosh. New Edition. I'm just going to put it down. It's just what it is. More Isley Brothers. More Isley Brothers. As you can tell. Babyface. Tender Lover. 1989 Babyface. We got him. Ooh, I told y'all, I'm into Isley Brothers. The Isley Brothers, Smooth Sailing CD. All right, who else do we have? And obviously, if the record was out like this, I probably was reading once again the liner notes, or I was probably listening to it at the time. Here's some more Alexander O'Neal. This would be the greatest hits of Alexander O'Neal. Luther Vandross. The Night I Fell in Love. Wait for Love is on here. Creep Here's another Luther Vandross, Forever, For Always, For Love. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is going to be good. I can feel it. More Temptations. This one is Phoenix Rising, right? Phoenix Rising, yeah, that has the song Stay on It. I think they were nominated for a Grammy. Ooh, DeBarge. We can talk about DeBarge over here. Yes, DeBarge. All right. So these are all the ones that were out. I'm going to put these back over here. Okay, put these over here. Who is this? I might wait. Let's look and see how we're going to do this one. All right, I'm looking, you guys. Just looking in here, seeing what I got in here. Okay, it's all right. You know, it's all right. We can. It's enough to talk about. We're gonna talk about it. All right. So you're right. It's another CD. It's another CD case. So you remember I just told you about Joe Johnson, right? Is this right? Joe Johnson. He is Angela Winbush's music director. This guy up here, I can always pronounce his name incorrectly. Saku Bunch. Anyway, he's a musician. He's also somehow or another connected to Angela Winbush as well. I think he did some work with the Isley Brothers back in the day, perhaps, and maybe he has been a musician on one of her records, or well, maybe her records or the Isley Brothers records back in the day. But anyway, Angela is featured on this album here, The Next Level, and she sings background vocals for a song on here he did by Angela Winbush called Smooth Sailing. He did a cover of it, and of course Angela's vocals are on it. She appears on this record, and it was a pretty decent record. All right, we have here, okay, you saw the Babyface. We missing Babyface cover, but you saw that already, obviously. Then down below we have Jeffrey Osborne, I'm Only Human. Then, of course, you see Al B. Sure. Yeah, Al B. Sure. Keith Sweat, Make It Last Forever. What album is Al B. Sure? Oh, that's the very best of Al B. Sure, yeah. Then, of course, this is the Alexander O'Neal side here. Alexander O'Neal, if you can see Alexander. Then over here, you see Christopher Williams and Freddie Jackson. Oh man, you know what? I liked Christopher Williams, I guess you could say, kind of from the beginning with I Talk to Myself. I fell in love with Christopher Williams when I heard that song called Promises, Promises. Oh my gosh. I was like, I'm hooked. I must say, I think I like Christopher Williams more than Al B. Sure, you know, musically. I do. Whoa! Lord! Y'all, Bobby Brown and Ralph Tresvant. Oh my gosh. Like I said, New Edition is my group. Oh my gosh, New Edition. Whew, that's all I got to say. That's my group. Bobby Brown. Oh, I love Bobby Brown. I do. Like, I remember if you saw, never mind. I ain't even going to say that. Nothing bad. It's just, I'm going to save all my stories. Ralph Tresvant. Now, this guy at the top, Myron McKinley, I think is his name. You know what? Is he on Island Records? Yes, he's on Island Records. I remember Island Records, and is it it has to be after 1996. Let me look. It got to be 98, 99. Oh, see, I told y'all I'm good. It's 98. It's 98. So let me tell you about how I discovered Myron McKinley, and I still have not listened to this album yet. I might listen to it and do some commentary on it, but I haven't heard any song on here. So what ended up happening was, long story short, it's kind of like the Leela James story I was telling you guys about, how I found her on television. It was a commercial, and and I heard the song music and it spoke to me. Myron was kind of similar. What ended up happening with him, the Isley Brothers' Mission to Please album was released on Island Black Music. And at the time, Island Black Music was releasing a lot of good artists at the time, like in 1996, 1997, and so on, right? So you had the Isley Brothers over there, you had Kelly Price over there, you had Karen Clark Sheard over there. I think Luke was over there. Drew Hill was over at Island Records. So I'm like, Island Black Music is doing a lot of great things with these artists over there, right? So I see this promotion poster with all of the acts on it. Angela Winbush is eventually over at Island Black Music, but she doesn't release anything. But anyway, in this guy, I saw him on one of the posters, saw this cover on one of the posters of promoting the Island Black music artists. And so because they were releasing so much good music, I just knew this record had to be a good record. I just never got around to listening to it. I don't even know what the song was like that came out for this record. But anyway, it is what it is. All right, so then we have Tevin Campbell. Oh, I think we could talk about Tevin Campbell. I'm Ready. Oh, man. We have Gerald Levert, Barry White, Al Green. We could talk about them. Yeah. Gerald Levert. My aunt loves Gerald Levert. My mother's sister loved Gerald Levert. This, of course, would be the Luther Vandross section, obviously. Then we have Michael Jackson down here. We can do a lot with Michael Jackson. Talk about Michael Jackson. Teddy Pendergrass, Teddy P. Mark Morrison. Is that the one, Return of the Mac? Yeah, Return of the Mac, Mark Morrison. John B. I was not a John B fan. Still not a John B fan. Anywho, so one day I was going into the music store. I think it was Best Buy. See how, things just seem so weird. Thinking about a record store and it's no longer around. It just seems so weird. But anyway, and things happening so quickly. Anywho, so as I'm going into Best Buy, I'm going over to the music section, and I hear a song. I was like, oh, I like that song. They're playing a song. And I go up to the guy. And two of them, they were standing side by side. And I just said, excuse me, who is that, playing that? Who is that singing the song? And he was like, oh, that's John B. Well, the guy, the guy who I didn't ask, the guy who didn't respond to my question, he turns around and look at the guy and says, oh, well, man, I guess you got you a sale today. So apparently the guy I asked the question to had put this album in the I guess CD player, and I liked what I heard. Lionel Richie, you know how I feel about Lionel Richie, right? This one is the one called Can't Slow Down, Lionel Richie. And I wanted to dance on the ceiling. Lionel Richie was doing it. Why couldn't I? He makes it look so cool. George Michael, oh man. Is he a soul man? Okay, let's talk about it. Then, of course, you see down here, I have Prince. Yeah, Prince. Yeah. All right. Jodeci. Yeah. We can talk about it. Why I was like, Then you see Club Nouveau. Great. The OJs, Maze featuring Frankie Beverly. Boy George. New Edition, Belle Biv DeVoe. And of course, you saw all the Isley Brothers album covers. So this would be the Isley Brother Brothers section, obviously. Oh, So For Real. So For Real. So For Real. Cameo, the Gap Band. Ooh, High Five. High Five. Y'all see High Five? What's that at the bottom? Oh, that's the Temptations cover. High Five, the Brand New Heavies. Ooh, my favorite song is Never Stop. That's my favorite song. Guy. Ooh, that's a lot. Ooh, we got a lot to talk about. Obviously, this section here is the Renee and Angela. We got Levert, mint condition. Oh, I can't talk, can I? Levert. Morris Day and the Time. Hall and Oates. Chic. Zapp and Rogers. Ready for the World. Soul to Soul. Tony. Ernie Isley. Shy. Who is that? DeBarge. Ideal. They only put out one album, Ideal. This is Micah Stampley. He's a gospel artist. Then we have what I call the this here is Body and Soul. Ooh, I might talk about this album because they have a lot of great songs. Ooh, y'all remember back in the day when they used to do these commercials with these albums called Body and Soul? Let's see who's on it real quick. Body and Soul. Body and Soul. Who's on the who? Marvin Gaye's Sexual Healing. Natalie Cole, I Got Love on My Mind. Luther Vandross, Here and Now. Champagne, How About Us? Peebo Bryson, Roberta Flack, Heatwave, Freddie Jackson, Norman Connor, Surface. Oh my gosh. I could just talk about this album alone. There's so many artists on it. All right. Oh man, Wham! But you already saw George Michael. That's Avery Sunshine. I guess I have some females over in here. I guess I didn't have enough room and I put them over here. Oh, Angela Bofield. Oh my gosh. I forgot I had Angela Bofield. I'm sorry, Angela Bofield. Oh, the Bee Gees. Oh my God, I forgot about the Bee Gees. Tina Turner, the What's Love Got to Do with It soundtrack. Phyllis Hyman is back here. Okay. I must have pushed her back there. There's a Mary J. Blige album. Okay. Just a little bit, just a little taste. So I'm going to talk about Soul Man, right? I'm going to do a Soul Man music collection and talk about them. You know, it is what it is. Well, anyway, thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you for your like, your shares, you subscribe. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so, as well as hit the like button and the share button and all of that wonderful, wonderful good stuff. And also remember to put your behind where your heart desires to be. And also remember, whenever I leave my mother's presence, she always says to me, baby, remember, I love you, but God loves you best. Make sure you are receiving love as well as giving love. It's a give and it's a receive. And well, see you next video. And until then, you know what? Please take care of yourselves out there.